Oh, whoops, I did not mean to press that button. Okay, well, well, we're here now. We ballin' now. Okay, I'm getting over it. I also gotta keep quiet because there's now someone in the room next to me. And, I did not have time for soundproofing, so we're just gonna roll with it. Also it's incredibly quiet. So I'm kinda, wait, what? Incredibly quiet. Incredibly cold. So I'm kind of all bundled up in a nice thingy. And by thingy I mean whatchamacallit, blanket. Why are you live at 3 a.m.? I don't want to hear it from you. You were live. Okay, well, you weren't live, but you were on Mizu's stream yesterday at this time. So, I mean, I mean, I mean,
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
also,
If you deleted your homework the day before it was
yeah,
due, as
I
I
do
did,
have to be speaking like
or if you
this,
left your wallet at
in
home
case you were
and you have to
wondering.
go back after spending an hour in the
You're
commute.
listening to Jevel.
If you won some money at the casino and then put
Hold
all
up.
your win.
I need to make sure that it's like decent.
Things on red, but it came up black. If you got your
It's
best shirt
decent
dry
sounds.
cleaned before a wedding and then immediately
I'm
dropped the
kind of
screen.
fucking killing it.
If you won an argument with
I've
a
never
friend
played this game
and then
before,
later
but it was on
discovered
the
that they just
Steam
returned
sale.
to their original view, starting
Okay.
over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that,
Howdy.
like if
How
you've
you
already had a
doing?
bad day and
Oh,
what you're about to go through might be too
I
much,
feel like
feel free to go away and come back.
people are awake right now. That's mostly because I think people who watch my stream are in like different
Thanks
time
for coming
zones,
with
so
me on
this
this
is like
trip.
better
I'll
now that
understand
it's
if you have
way
to take a
later.
break at any point.
Even
Just find a
though
safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't
I
worry,
didn't,
I'll
I
save your
meant to start
progress
the stream like
always,
3 hours
even your
ago,
mistakes.
4 hours ago. Wow, I was on
This
my
game is
phone
a
for a
homage
while.
to a free game that came out in 2002 titled
What
Sexy
time is
Hiking.
it for you?
The author
It's
of that game was Jazuo, a
uh,
mysterious Czech
hmm.
designer who was known at the time as the
You know
father of
what?
B
Yeah, I'll
games.
give away my time
B
zone. I
games
don't
are
even
rough
care
assemblages of
no
found
more.
objects. Designers slap them
It
together
is
very
two.
quickly and
It is
freely, and
2:15
they're
for
often
me
too
right
rough
now.
and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the
I
joy
didn't
of
know what that
building them
means.
than as
I didn't know that
constructible
means yo
items.
mom. How dare you? How dare you?
In a certain way, Sexy
How dare
Hiking is
you
the
talk
perfect
shit about my
embodiment
mom?
of a B game.
She's a
It's
lovely
built
lady, I'll
almost
have you know.
entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of
This
its
is
time.
very weird to control.
In
I
it,
did not
your task
expect
is
that.
simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
I mean, I knew it
That act of
was, but it
climbing,
looked
in the
easy
digital
from,
world, often requires
from
certain
all the
essential
people I
properties
saw.
that give the game its
So I
allure.
kind of underestimated it.
No amount of forward progress is
That's
guaranteed.
entirely my bad.
Some cliffs
It's
are too
morning over
sheer or
there.
too slippery, and the player is
Congratulations
constantly,
for playing Getting Over
unremittingly
It.
in danger
Is
of
that an
falling and
achievement?
losing everything.
Is that the achievement for me was having enough money to get it in the first place. I mean, it was on the Steam sale for like $3, so that's why. But yeah, she is a lovely lady, great person. Poop, poop. High stream elements. Are you easily angered? I don't think I am. Also, there's a person in the room next to me. Normally there's not, so normally I can be louder, which is why I'm speaking like this. But that means I can't be angry, because if I'm angry, then hee cup. If I'm angry, then I'll wake them up. I didn't think this game was gonna be easy,
Anyway,
but
when you
I thought it
start
would
Sexy
be
Hiking, you're standing next to this
easier
dead
to
tree that
control,
blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
and I was very much
It might
wrong.
take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and
Marky
you poke
Moo,
at it,
good
exploring the
old
limits
Marky
of your
Moo.
reach and your strength,
Marky
trying to find a way
Moo
up and over. And there's a
is an
sense of
elite
truth
gamer
in
that
that
I
lack of
will never
compromise. Most
reach
obstacles in video game
because he
worlds are
actually plays
fake. You
games
can be
and I
completely
do not.
confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by
Okay,
spending enough time.
that's how it
In
works.
that sense,
But
every
I
pixelated obstacle in Sexy
do
Hiking is
think
real.
I can learn how this game works.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are
Yeah,
unyielding,
that makes sense. That
and that
makes
makes the
sense.
game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The
Yeah,
frustration is
there's a
just
family
essential to
friend
the
over,
act of
yes.
climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game
I haven't
about
heard
climbing.
Marky Moo in a long time. I
A
don't
funny
even
thing
know where
happened to
that.
me as I was
I
building
don't
this
know why I
card.
even called him that.
I'd have an
It's
idea
like
for a new
I'm his good
obstacle,
friend.
and I'd
Maybe I
build it
am his good friend. You
physically,
guys don't know.
and it would usually
You
turn
don't
out to
even
be
know.
unreasonably hard.
I'm not. I've never
But I
seen that
couldn't
man
bring
in my
myself to
life.
make it easier.
Who is that
It
guy?
already felt like my
I have
inability
no
to get
idea.
past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder.
Is the only game that
Imaginary
can be
mountains build themselves from our efforts to
competition.
climb them.
Oh
And it's
yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
repeated attempts to reach the
I
summit
mean,
that
there's
turns those
Jump
mountains
King,
into
but it's
something
just
real.
not the same vibe, you know. It's like
When you're building a
it's
video
this
game world,
game. It's
you're
getting
building with
over it and
ideas.
only up.
And that can be like working with quick-set cement.
Those two are kind of
You
in
mold
their
your
own
ideas into a
category. I
certain
feel
shape,
like. I
and you
mean,
play
there
with
is a
them.
whole category
And in
of
the process
games
of
I
playing
think
with them, they begin
that
to
like
harden and
spawned
set
from
until they're immutable, like
this
rock.
game, but
And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it
it's
into
just not the
pieces
same.
and
It's
starting
just not
fresh
the
with new
same.
ideas.
Yeah, I don't know how Mio got on that quick. My if notifs turn on, okay, but how did the notification come that quickly? Still, you sweaty nerd. That also means that you're awake, and that it's 3 a.m., which could be normal for you, but so I can't really judge. But also, it's a normal thing to judge about, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, one day. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say one day my stream times will be like consistent, and so if I say I'm gonna stream on a day, it'll be like consistently at a certain time. That's not gonna happen. I noticed I'm bad at commitments. Like I don't have problems with commitment. I don't have a fear of commitments, but I'm just bad at them. I'm just bad. Uh uh this takes a lot of focus. I'm realizing I'm not the guy to be doing this, especially not right now. Do you realize how tired I am? I could be more tired. I've been more tired. I've been way more tired. I also learned recently you're about to go back to sleep, and then okay, well, I think you could just sleep. I think you could just sleep because I'm gonna be doing that. Then again, this stream is only gonna be short, like an hour. Uh, uh, uh. How's everyone's every time of day? Yeah. You know, I went to an amusement park today. It was pretty swag, except over here in the United States of America, it is almost 4th of July, and so the park is going to be closed on the 4th of July, and the 4th of July is big holiday, big firework day, and you know, you know what that means? That means that the park is celebrating all of that stuff today, or it was. And what that means is that it was packed as hell. It was so busy, and we thought we were gonna spend the whole day there, and have like a nice relaxing time, and then we thought we were gonna go get dinner, and then like come back, and everything would be fine and dandy, and
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
I don't think I did do it before though. I don't think I did. I think you're trying to gaslight me, and it's not gonna work. I gaslit myself earlier today though. Haven't done that in a while. It's been a hot minute since I've gaslit myself. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not like uncommon, but it's just been a while. It's a nice. It's nice. It's nice coming back to it. I don't remember what it was on though. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was super busy. We thought we could just go get a nice meal. You haven't took a shit for 3 days? Are you like on a vacation or something? Because I know that's pretty normal. Like when I know you think you're constipated now? You've been constipated. That's what that means. That's not like a now thing. That didn't like just happen. But nah, if you're on a trip, that I think that's kind of normal. Weirdly enough, because like all whenever me or any of my friends, for some reason this is a thing in my friend group, whenever we go on a trip, there's always like 3 days at the start of the trip where you just don't poop. It's just like a new environment, and so you're just not used to it, and you just don't go. Okay, that don't work. That don't work. That don't work. Chat and what I'm saying don't match up. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It don't need to match. Going to a beach right now. It's summer and you're in a car. Yeah, I mean that happens. You need to go places. You need to go in a car, unless you use public transportation. But that means that you have to be in a place where public transportation is possible, and that's not always possible. Especially if you're going to a beach. I feel like there's never any good public transportation around a beach, no matter what country you're in. Am I stupid for thinking that? I feel like I'm the smartest man alive for realizing this connection. Because there's a thing called island time, and that's just when, that's like what it's called when, like everybody, or when people are on an island, like Hawaii, and so, and so they just go really slowly. I don't really know why. They're just more relaxed. They're like taking in the scenery, even though it's like their normal drive to work. They're like taking in the scenery and they're enjoying life. And so they're going like 25 when the speed limit is like 30. And it's like, what? And so people get confused by that a lot. And I think that happens not just on islands, but like anytime you're near a beach. That's just what the people vibe with. Like I was at a beach for this past week, also on a family holiday, and like everyone was going so slow. My dad was dying because he's like a business
For
guy,
years now, people have been
and
predicting
so
that games would
he
soon be
was
made out of prefabricated objects,
he
bought in a
was trying to
store
go
and
the
assembled
speed
into a
limit,
world.
but then he'd
For
be
the
on a
most part, that
road
hasn't
and
happened,
there'd be a golf
because the
cart
objects in
just
the
like
stores are trash.
chilling, driving
I don't
down
mean
the
they
road,
look bad
going
or
like
they're
half
badly
of this
made.
half of what the speed limit is.
I mean they're trash in the way that food
No, my
becomes
dad's not
trash
actually
as soon as
dying.
you
He was
eat it.
emotionally dying. It looked like he was
Things are made
dying.
to be
If you
consumed
saw him on
and
the
used in
wheel,
a certain
like,
context. And once the
no,
moment
he's
is
not
gone,
actually
they
dying.
transform into garbage.
If you saw him on the wheel, he'd
In
be
the
like
context of
gripping it.
technology,
He'd be
those moments
gripping the
pass by in
wheel
seconds.
so hard. And hold up, I'm gonna lower the voice. He'd be gripping the wheel so hard, just like head tilted forward, so angered. He and he has resting bitch face too, so like it just kind of looks like his normal face, but you can tell he's more angry than normal just by the way he's breathing. He's like breathing heavier. He hated driving. He hated driving around there, especially with the golf carts. He'd What he'd do is like after like the third day there, we were there for like a week. That's why I didn't stream all this past week. Um, but like you need to take a shit, then take a shit, bro. Then take a shit. I mean, I ain't stopping you. Maybe I am. Am I? I don't mean to be. Ah, shit. Yeah, you in a car. You did mention that. Don't just take a shit in the car. I'm a bad influence. I'm sorry. Huh, huh, huh. Thought this would be easier. Well, like specifically this part is confusing my mind. Crazy how I haven't played Valo. Are you? Oh, right. You said you weren't going on ranked. Oh, I'm silly. Let's see. Yesterday, no, yeah, yesterday was an entirely. I've been back for 2 days. I've been back for 2 days. Oh no. First day, I was entirely just chilling. I was entirely just chilling. Because even though it was a relaxing vacation, I was like stressed the entire time, for like personal reasons. And Hold up. I need good old Bennett back here. Just a little bit more. I was stressed the entire time, so I needed just that day to relax, you know? You stop at a gas station, you're rushing to a toilet. Yeah, as you should be. I'm cracked! I'm cracked! Anyway, yeah. First day back, I was relaxing. Second day back, I was at an amusement park all day. That's what I was doing today. Oh my god. This is my first time playing the game. This is my first time. I downloaded the. You know what? I was downloading this game while I was pulling up OBS for this stream. Okay, that's how recently I got this. I'm kind of amazing. I've also like watched so much getting over it. I know the techniques. Well, not really. I don't like haven't had them internalized yet. Maybe I'll get the golden pot. You know what? You know what? I'll save saying that for when I actually complete it once. I'll save saying that for when I complete it at least once. That's not gonna happen, is it? Oh, oh my goodness! If there weren't people in the house, if there weren't people in the house, I need them to get out. I need them to get out of the house so I can scream my head off right now. Cracked. Yeah, I was at the amusement park the whole day. I mean, so it was busy because this is like 4th of July, Independence Day celebration stuff. So we really did nothing. We went on like we went on I think 5 rides total, even though there's like 20. We went on like 5 rides total and then just sat there. We sat there. We thought we'd be able to like get dinner outside of the park, like drive outside of the park because it's downtown. So we drive, we get dinner, and then we come back and just like watch the fireworks because that's what the plan was. And that's not what happened. Instead, what happened is we went, we got dinner. It was a nice dinner. It was a great place. And then ooh, stinky, 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 stinky. Ooh, ooh. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Oh. And so we got back and the parking lot was completely filled. Parking lot was completely filled. And so we barely like managed to find a random spot like way in the back where nobody could ever see it. And like we sit down in the park, in the amusement park, and all the rides are at least 45-minute waits. At least. And that's like a good wait. Most of them were like 2 hours. 2 hours for waiting. The park was gonna be closed in 2 hours. So we were like we just want to go home because we were sweaty, we were sticky, like we got splashed with water earlier in the day. Like, we wanted ice cream, and all the ice cream lines were also a 45-minute wait. Like, so we just went home. We just went home. We got ice cream. That was nice. And then I got home and I realized my social battery was drained and also I didn't get enough sleep. So I kind of just sat there and took a 30-minute nap, then played on my phone for like apparently 4 hours. I thought it was like 2 hours, but it was like 3 or 4 hours, I think. So that's not ideal, but that's how my day went. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows. Did we really ask how my day went in that much detail? No, but oh, that's unfortunate. Am I stuck? I'm not stuck. Beans? Are you gonna serve those beans? You got those, you got the refried beans for me that you're gonna serve up nice and steaming hot? Whenever I think of canned beans now, I think of the movie Rango. You ever seen the movie Rango? It's about a chameleon that's trying to find his place in the world, and then he basically just fakes it till he makes it. He wants to be like this cool Western like gunslinger, and then he shows up at a Western town, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest person alive," and then he becomes the greatest person alive because he's just that guy. He's just him. It's a great movie. You got deep fried beans and light fried beans? For how much? For how much? How much we talking? You know, that's the illegal stuff. That's the good stuff. So I know it's gonna be quite a lot, but like, can you cut me a deal, if anything? Whenever I see something random, I make a story. No, okay, okay. I can't even say no. I can't even say no because because I was gonna say no and then go off on a whole story about my professor. Damn, you got me good. Especially when I'm tired. Especially when I'm tired. 250 dong? That's like nothing. Vietnamese dong? That's like a I can sell my piss for more than that. You know what? Maybe I should try. Maybe I should try. You got the good price. You hooking me up. You hooking me up. I appreciate that. What can I talk about a toilet? So apparently, um, I drew inspiration from my surroundings for this story, right? It's not really a story, um, but like my mom calls the toilet a pot. Like if when I was raised, whenever I'd go poo, she'd be like, "All right, so you're using the pot. You're going on the pot." And I thought that was like a normal thing to call the toilet. And I brought it up because I'm in a pod right now, in the game. And see how it all works together? See how creative and intelligent I am? I know, I know. Anyway, I thought that was like a normal thing to call the toilet, and it's not. I have not beat this game. This is my first time playing. This is like I downloaded this game about 25 minutes ago. So yeah, I was on call with some friends, and they were like uh we were just talking, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta use the pot," and they're like, "What the hell are you talking? You're smoking weed right now? Where'd you get it?" And I'm like, "What? No, I'm going to the bathroom." They're like, "What you? What? But you said you're going to the pot." I said, "Yeah, the toilet. I'm making brown. I'm making bears. I'm recreating Hiroshima in my bathroom. That's what I'm gonna be doing." And they were just baffled because they were like, "What? Who says going to the pot?" I'm like, clearly not just me, because I know my mom does it, so that's at least two people. Let's see how quickly I prove their point. You know, I'm just a great guy, and so you got a point to prove. I figured I'd help you out with that. Oh, sketchy. Oh, stinky. I might fall. I might fall. I'm gonna jinx it and actually gonna fall. Which would be fine, I guess. Is this just like saying random words now? Saying random words and hoping Squimble will come up with a random story for them? I feel like my mouse sensitivity is really high. I can decrease it, but then it's like too low, you know? I think. Maybe not. Hooah. Mom, the pot's flooding. Mom! Wait, my dad's a plumber, so... Mom, call dad, the pot's flooding. In your country, we use two... Was that two apostrophes? Double apostrophe? Does that do anything in game? No, it doesn't. My eyelids are cold. Is that normal? I don't think it's normal. Anyway, it looks like we're saying random words and hoping I come up with a story. I don't gotta... I saw anime girls and... Wait, what is this? Like a... Wait, that's just what improv people do. That's just an improv act. I've turned into an improv act. How did this happen? How did my life turn into this? Deep fried cheeseburger? Okay, so that does remind me, right? I So I said I was on vacation for the last week in a beach, but it was like in the American South. Your goldfish ground? No. No. Wait, what? Hold up. I just caught on to that. How? Hey. Oh, am I gonna fall? That'd be sad. Huh, 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 huh. Rain was in this. I wish Rain is a great guy. Rain is a fantastic fellow. That guy, that Rain guy there. That, there's no way. I also forget my stories quite easily. Oh yeah, you mentioned deep fried cheeseburger. Okay, so um I was in I was on a vacation and it was a beach vacation, but it was also in the American South. And if you need to learn anything about the American South, it is that they deep fry everything. Everything is deep fried with batter and excessive amounts of oil. Like you got to understand. Like we went to the grocery store and there was no spices. They don't know anything about spices. They don't know how to. Me and Rain have been good buddies. You have? I'm not close with Rain. What the hell? I'm jealous. So everything in the American South is deep fried to the point where like and there's no seasonings. There's no seasonings either. That's the two things you take away from this stream is that in the American South there is everything is deep fried and that is the only flavor you'll get. There's no seasonings. It's just that. And so we went to the store and see my grandma, she's looking for like some spices. She's trying to make some salsa or something. And so we're looking for I don't know spices, peppers, something like that. And uh, 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 and we find none of that. But you know what we do find? Where we expected to find spices, we found gallon jugs of oil and all different kinds of oil. Every type of oil you could think of, that it was there in gallon jugs. They didn't sell like small packets of. They didn't sell small bottles of oil. No. That doesn't exist. Why would you get small bottles of oil when you're gonna deep fry it? The whole gallon. You need the whole gallon. Yeah, you go to sleep, Mio. I'm sorry for keeping you up. I'm sorry for timing that so stinky. Anyway, yeah, that's the story. So we like no spices, only oil. That's all that existed. Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, what do I think of the Grimace shake? You know, I only tried it a little bit. I only tasted it slightly. Um, and I'm kind of a weak little whiny baby when it comes to sweets. Like I will genuinely have one like mouthful of ice cream and kind of be good for the day. I will stop at one mouthful of ice cream. I am that freak, right? Just because I don't know, it's too much for me. It's too much. I can't handle sweets. It gets too much. It's too much. Uh-oh. So the Grimace shake, like I was going to McDonald's one day and I was going with some friends and we saw this was like before the memes blew up. This was like at the start of the Grimace birthday meal combo deal. And so yeah, stuff had just started and so there was no meme. So we were just genuinely trying the Grimace shake, the Grimace meal. And so I get it for my buddy. I get the meal and then I give the shake to my buddy because he actually wanted to have a milkshake. And so obviously I got a little taste, and my opinion was that it was just purple. Like it was just sugar and purple in a drink, which isn't necessarily bad, but for my little baby stomach, that's all I could muster was just like one sip, and then I was done. Yeah, I didn't have enough to obliterate a toilet. I did not have enough to obliterate a toilet. But the friend that I gave it to was lactose intolerant, so he absolutely did. He I wasn't there to see it luckily, but I know for a fact he must have demolished a toilet. Offensively so. You know what? My dad is a plumber. I should have I should have just given him if I had known better, if I know what I know now, I would have just given him my dad's business card right then and there. What do I usually get at McDonald's? I usually just get I usually get a double quarter pounder with cheese, like combo, so that's with fries and a drink. And usually like they you have to get it combined. So, and what I mean by that is like I want large fries. I want double quarter pounder with large fries, and that's good, right? But I don't want a large drink. A large drink in America, especially, that's like, that's too much. That's so much. I ain't drinking that much. Well, I do drink that much in a day, but like, I'm just trying to have a nice meal. So what I would like to do is have large fries and uh, uh, and a medium drink, but I can't have that. We can't always have what we want. Can't always have what we want. You know what? I did it that one time. Maybe I try the skip again. Maybe I try the skip again. Who? Okay, wait, no, 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 no. I can do this. I can do this. Check this out. Check me out. What's your favorite type of ice cream? Actually, cookies and cream is my favorite too. I'm not just saying that to be like hashtag relatable. It do be, in fact, my favorite. Cookies and cream. I mean, I can only have like again one little drop, one little small little bite before I'm like tapped out, ready to go to sleep for the next week. But I do enjoy that one bite. I do enjoy that one bite of the cookies and cream ice cream. There's two. Oh, it's cookies and cream ice cream. There's cream twice in that. That's fascinating. McDonald's flurry with the Oreo. You know, I don't. I think I've only had a McDonald's flurry like one time, which sounds crazy because I think I've been to McDonald's hundreds of times, but I've only had the flurry or a McFlurry maybe like twice in my life. Does that like am I non-American because of that? Do I lose my American pass? I think I do. I think I do. I think that's what that means. Uh, okay, we try it again. We try it again. We fail. We try it again. Yeah, so I don't really know. I've had quite a bit of Wendy's Frosties, which, as I've gotten older, I have come to realize that a Wendy's Frosty is just like ice cream in a cup that's like slightly blended. So it's like slightly easier to pour, just slightly though, not entirely, because you still got to use a spoon. You don't a Wendy's flurry is not, or Wendy's what you call it, Frosty is not something you drink. It is something you eat with a spoon. They just put it in a cup to deceive you. They You can try as much as you want, but you are never You are never going to get the McDonald what the Wendy's Frosty up a straw. It's not gonna happen. Ooh, this guy's groaning a lot. I get it, because he's probably under a lot of stress and working very hard. This hammer cannot be light, and he's also pulling up his own weight. That's a lot. That's a lot to be moving. That's a lot to be moving. I get it. I get
But
it.
on the off chance that you're playing
I do not bite
and
ice
the thing
cream.
is trash or
I
disposable
will
items
bite ice cream occasionally if I'm feeling like a little gremlin, which I do occasionally be feeling like.
feeling frustrated.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Well, we're only back here, so that's not too bad. I don't bite ice cream. I just like crush it with my. Yeah, that's. I think that's like the normal thing to do, right? I think that's normal. Like you get a scoop in your mouth. I don't really know how you scoop it into your mouth. Is it like with your tongue? Hold up. I'm imagining taking a bite of ice cream right now. You can't see it, but I'm like, I have imaginary ice cream in my hand. Are we talking about in a cone or like in a cup where you use a little spoon? I think we're talking about a cone. So you have to like technically bite it, but you don't actually bite it with your teeth. You like use your lips, but not like the out part of your lips, like the inside of your lips. And I think if we're gonna want to go on a scientific aspect, it's not actually like biting. Like you're using some force, but a lot of what's separating the ice cream is like heat and force. And so then you get it in your mouth, and then you just like use your tongue. And what I do is that, like if I get a big like mouthful of ice cream, you just kind of like let it sit there, you know? You just let it sit, marinate in your mouth, just let it melt, and like you just kind of like like swirl it around with your tongue or something. I don't really know. You just kind of mess with it. I don't know. Make it gum, but instead of chewing gum with your teeth, you do it with your tongue and like your cheeks, I guess. It's kind of wild. Ice cream is kind of a wild phenomenon. You know what I've been doing a lot recently? I've been like looking at random things, looking at random structures, and just kind of been in awe of them. Like I was on a plane. We went on a plane to get to the beach vacation spot that we went to, and I was just kind of like looking at the plane. Not even like I was in a window seat, but I wasn't looking out the window. I was just looking at the plane, and I was just being amazed. Like look at this marvel of human engineering and how many millions or thousands of years, however you want to count it, of like progress and learning and adapting and like studying the world we had to go through as a species before we were able to get to air travel and a plane and a commercial plane at that, where I can sit in this giant metal vehicle and just be transported to a different place. And it's fast, and it's fast, and it has to go fast because that's how the laws of physics work. That's how the physical world that we live in, that's how it works, is the planes have to go fast, but they're not even going too fast. You would think for something that big, for something that massive, it would have to be going insanely fast, but no, it's like it's going at a almost reasonable pace. It's going, at a perceivable pace. It's incredible. That's just how its physics is amazing and human engineering is amazing. That's what I've been thinking about a lot lately. Anyway, biting ice cream gives me brain freeze and my teeth would be in pain. Biting ice cream doesn't give me brain freeze, but it does make teeth go funny. Only failures bite ice cream? Okay, well, that's rude. But I guess we don't have any proof to say it's wrong. which is interesting. What are you guys talking about? What am I talking about? I don't even know. I don't think we're talking about the meaning of life. I think that is not a topic that we were talking about. I think I just said that randomly. Philosophical, as it were. Were we getting philosophical? I don't think so. Maybe. Bum 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 bum. I heard a Christmas song today, which was a little jarring because it's not Christmas time, but then I thought to myself, well, like technically it's just a song, right? Like we associate it with Christmas, but technically speaking, there's nothing wrong with playing a Christmas song not in Christmas. Like that's not a crime, you know? It's just a song and it's kind of a banger. So maybe we just got to allow ourselves to accept that we can hear Christmas songs not at Christmas. So that's what I had to do. But it was still a weird experience. Cool. You sure? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, wait, no, that was a cool sound. Wait, hold up, wait, do it again, do it again. I mean, I fell, but I made a cool sound while I was falling. I want to do that again. Do it again, do it again. It's a weird question to ask. I was gonna, you know, when I went to the amusement park today, I wanted like two of the people I went with. We went with it was a group of five, including me, and two of the people I don't really know that well. They're like really close with the other two people I know really well. So like those four are really close, right? Or like decently close. But I'm kind of the outsider, and so I wanted to like get to know uh the people, you know, the two of them better, and then I just didn't kind of. I mean, you know, they kind of talked a lot and all I had to do was like listen. So I do know them better, but I feel like they don't know me better is the more accurate way to put it because I didn't really say much. Because believe it or not, I do not be speaking much outside of stream. Uh well, that's a lie. I just have to know you. I just have to know you. If and we also have to be like we have to be in a conversation. But usually, even if I do know you, I'm still and like we're really close, I'm still gonna just be like chilling there until a conversation is sparked up. I don't just be going on tangents and stories all the time. I should be. I think it would make me more interesting as a person. Maybe if I did that, then these two people would know me better. Oh, dang. I'm self-reflecting right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not entirely self-reflecting on how to do better in the game, though. That's also interesting. Slide this topic. Is that in relation to the slide that we just passed? Well, in the game. Anyway, I'm asking a random question. If a genie will grant you one wish, except there are absolutely no loopholes allowed, what would it be? So it's not like there's no asking for extra wishes. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Like, no asking for extra wishes, no loopholes, no way you can get extra wishes effectively. That's just like, or are you saying no loopholes in general? Like I can't make a loophole in life, like a lawyer or something. I don't know. Who else uses loopholes besides lawyers? That's all I know. I don't know. Politicians? Uh, I don't know much about politics. What do I look like? Do I look like a politician to you? No. Most of you, if I didn't go on science tangents, you would think that I'm a bozo. that don't know nothing. And that's technically true, because science doesn't mean much in terms of normal conversations. But uh, but I do know a little occasionally. So what would it be? Yes. What would the wish be? Bummer. Let's see. I think. Is this too loud? I'm gonna turn it down just. I think. I think I gotta, sit here and ponder on that question. That's a lot of options. Okay. Well, you know what would be the smart answer? You know what? Skilled at everything? I was just thinking something similar to that. I was thinking omniscience. Just the ability to know everything. Because I think that's a smart thing to wish for. Hold up, my voice was getting raised a little bit. I don't even know how, but it was. So, omniscience is a smart thing to wish for, but do I really want that? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Wow, can't believe I didn't fall. You would wish that you have the power to increase chances? Ooh, so like you go to a casino, and you just win at everything? Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You'd probably get kicked out of the casino. That's a bummer. You'd probably get kicked out of the casino, cause, uh, cause you'll be suspected of cheating, which you kind of effectively are, but also you're kind of not. I don't know. Does it count as cheating if you did it beforehand? Yes, it does. I don't know why I even questioned that for a second. I hope no one was expecting me to rage out. I don't think I would have raged out. No, like even if I didn't have to be quiet. Even if I could be as loud as normal. I think I think that would have been about my reaction anyway. Just increase the chance to 100% that he gives you more wishes. There's no loopholes though. There's no loopholes. So that would be a loophole. So that goes against the rules that you've set into place. We can't be doing this. Oh, okay, there I go. Nah, we gotta commit. Alright, now that we've committed. Be gone, cup. You increase the chance to 100% that become the most skilled at everything tomorrow. I guess, I guess that is a way that power could work. If you mean like anything, conceptually. So, and then you could just increase the chance to 100% that you would know everything that you want to know, like, or that you could know everything that you want to know, like a mental Google. That would be cool. No. That's the one I would go with. That's the one I would go with. Would be. It's not omniscience, but it's like mental Google. I've thought about this power before. So increase the chance to 100% that your crush likes you back. Okay. Yeah. If you want to abuse your power like that, which to be fair, if you have a superpower, why not abuse it? I don't know. Me personally, I would not make a good Superman. I would have power and just be a goofball with it. But back to the power that I thought of. So, it's not pure omniscience. It's not just knowing everything. It's there I go. It's uh like you can just think to yourself, uh like I want to know this thing, and then you'll know that thing, right? So if you want to know the answer to a question, you just know the answer to the question if you decide that's what you want, right? But if you want to figure out, you know, your own way of solving the problem, or if you like you want to struggle, then you still can. If you want to not know something, then you still can. It's like a mental Google, right? That's why I call it that. If you want to look up something on Google, you can. It's really easy. But if you don't, you just don't, and you don't know that thing. Right? It's simple. It's just as simple as that. So increased chance to 100% that school becomes happy, healthy, and famous. All right. Well, happy. I think I'm decently happy. I'm going through some stuff right now, but like not so much that I'm like depressed, just enough to where I need to start reaching out to my support group, which I have, which is why I'm happy. Um, which is a lucky thing to have, I'd say, which is another reason to be happy. And then, and then, what you call it? What you call it? Am I healthy? I don't really know. I think I'm healthy. I think I'm healthy enough. So I got 2 out of 3. That's like 66%. That's 67% rounding up. That's pretty good. Oh, I have to go through the lamps again? Oh, I struggled with that. Okay. Okay, also, with your power, couldn't you like specify just increase chance to 100% that everyone becomes happy? Is that not a thing you're gonna do? Right? You're not that malevolent because you're effectively a god. If we want to interpret it like this, if we want to interpret that power like that, you're effectively a god that can just make anything happen. So just make everyone happy. Just make it a perfect world. But what does a perfect world mean, Vsauce Music? Yeah, I'm not qualified to answer that. Not everyone deserves to be happy. That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair. Criminals. I'm thinking of a specific two specific types of criminals. Well, I'm kind of generalizing criminals. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like a purse snatcher still deserves to be happy because they I don't know, they probably just snatched that purse because they have a dying son and needed the money right then and there. At least in America. In other countries they get free healthcare, so dying son doesn't really work. Huh. Well, now we have another reason for not for free healthcare is curing curing purse robberies. Yeah, yeah. Now we're thinking with portals. Now we're thinking with portals. 100% chance that world peace is achieved, worldwide hunger, depression, and problems are fixed, and make the perfect world, reduce all crimes to zero. Yeah. Can you keep me with a little bit of depression though? Because I think I mean, I don't want to be depressed, right? I don't want to be fully depressed. But I think experiencing that emotion occasionally in a controlled way, and by controlled I mean in a way where you can still comfortably bounce back. I think that's fun occasionally. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me. Then again, that's definitely not a good mindset. Well, I don't know. Depends on how you want to interpret it, because like depression can be scary because sometimes with some forms of depression, you'll be depressed, you'll know you're depressed, you'll know how to fix it, and you won't purposefully because you feel comfortable in the depression. You'll feel comfortable in the depression, and therefore, and like I don't know if this makes sense. It makes sense for me because I experienced that once, and I guess for other people that have experienced it, you understand. Like you feel comfortable in it, and you like willingly choose not to be undepressed, which is a thing that I didn't think was possible, but it is. Anyway, anyway, no one deserves depression. I suppose I agree. I don't know. That one kid in middle school that like tripped me on my way to the playground. I don't know, bro. You think he doesn't? You think he? I think he deserves worse. I tripped me once on the playground. Do I have any playground stories as a kid? I didn't go much on the playground. I only had a playground in elementary school or primary school, however you want to call it, and and I did not go much on the playground because I mean I went a fair amount because it was what 6 years, yeah, 6 years that I was on that playground, or that I could have been. But I didn't go on the playground a lot because there was like a field right next to it. There was just a big wide open grass field, and so most of the time, if I was if we were outside for recess, what I would do is just run in the field, just play in the field. Not like I was in the track team or anything. Am I single? What do you think? Yes, I I don't know why I said that with such aggression. That's not what I that is literally not the tone of voice that I meant. uh, yeah, I'm single. Uh oh yeah, so I wouldn't go on the playground because I'd just go to the grass field and we'd play games in the grass and uh I can go on so many tangents right now that I'm thinking about this. Imagine being single. Okay, did you just bring that up so you could flex? Did you like just get into a relationship and so now you feel all high and mighty because you have a relationship? Or you're saying imagine being in a relationship or imagine being single sarcastically because you're also single. Oh no, there's many ways to interpret many things. Yeah, okay, I had it right on the second time. Anyway, yeah, I played soccer a lot. For recess, for recess in elementary school, I almost never went on the playground, except for like my first 2 years or something. You would feel superior if you weren't single. That's fair. I guess that's valid. You're allowed to feel what you want to feel, even if it's stupid. What you call it? Oh yeah. So I'd play soccer a lot or football. I don't know. Okay, wait. I think only like Japan, Australia, and America calls it soccer. So football. I'll just go with football. Um, or do you want me to pronouncing it football? I'm going with football because I'm lazy. Anyway, so football, we'd play that every day for recess. Uh, never any like not like groundies or anything on the playground. Just go outside, play football. And thing is, I was kind of cracked. Is Nikki a girl? Nikki is a girl. I think it's. Hold on, let me check. Check the bio to see. Her name, yeah, her name is Es Esfiola now. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so we'd just go out onto the field. It was it was the most routine thing I've done in my life. It is in elementary school, every recess, we'd go out and we'd play football. And thing is, I was cracked, but like I wasn't the first one to be cracked. I didn't like get good. It was I had a like well I just played soccer. I just played football a lot. Like I played it uh in my neighborhood with like my neighborhood friends. I'd played it with my best friend who was also, in my class. And so we also played it in uh in recess. I could have been the new wait, I'm dyslexic. Not dyslexic, but my vision is very bad right now. Pulisic? yeah, I could honestly, I could have gotten decently far. I wasn't that I was mainly good because I was fast, right? I was really fast. So I'd get the ball and no one no one could get it back because I just outsped them. Thing is, I didn't go in any leagues. I never went competitive with it. I was just like that. I was just that kid like in the neighborhood that was just really good at it. I was in any official leagues or anything like that. I didn't play competitively. I did go in a team at one point, like an actual team, but it was like recreational, not competitive. I had the potential. I had the potential. Not anymore. Not anymore. Uh, I'm not. I'm not as. Uh, not as talented with my like. I don't got any. I don't got coordination no more. I used to have a lot more coordination as a child when I was still developing in the brain, which is a bit sad to say, I suppose. But anyway. Yeah, so this is the cool thing. This is the cool thing, right? So, I was just good because I played a lot. I was like that's the difference. My best friend at the time, he actually played competitively, and I don't remember what league he was in, but he was really good. He was also in karate. He was really athletic, and he was really good. And so, um, us two were the dynamic duo, right? And uh, uh oh, and eventually, after enough time, cause like I said, I'm as talented with balls. How dare you? I'm just as talented with balls, just not with my feet. Anyway, anyway, so my friend and I, we were so good, but we would always, we were best friends. So every recess, we'd try to get on the same team, and we would uh, because who's gonna stop us? It was like, it was elementary school. We just like went on whatever team was deciding to be a team, and eventually the other kids got sick of it because whatever team we were on was an automatic win. Like I think at one point it was just like we genuinely tried, me and my friend up against everybody else in class, and we won by a landslide still. So it was not fair. It was not close. Uh, I don't think we won by a landslide. I might be exaggerating the story, but point still stands. At one point, we did test the idea of me, my friend, versus everyone else. They did recommend me to join clubs, but I'm not a competitive person, so I just didn't listen to them. And so eventually, after that game where it was me, friend versus everyone else, everyone else kind of realized, you know what? We can't have them on the same team. That's just entirely not fair for everybody else. It just became not fun for other people, right? Which is fair, which is fair. So eventually what we had to do is I was team captain for one team and my friend was team captain for the other team, and that's how it was every single time. Some other kids whined because they were like, "Oh, I want to be team captain one day." And like the veteran kids, cuz everybody who whined about me and my friend always being team captain, and by team captain I mean like people who choose the teams. That's what it means. And so some people would whine about that, and those were always the new players, and so like those new players always got schooled immediately. Was I better than him? No, he was better than me. He was better than me. Definitely, definitely. Well, like especially towards the later years in elementary school, it that's kind of a trend. Is uh, I had is I was kind of naturally gifted with sports stuff. We both dribbled good, or he dribbled better than me. That's what I'll say. I didn't dribble the ball that well, but I could do like I was just very good with like stealing and keeping the ball to myself is what I was good with. Like guarding the ball is I was kind of cracked. So I wasn't actually very technically skilled is the thing. I don't really know how I was so good, but because I wasn't technically skilled, but I kind of just brute forced my way through and it worked because it was elementary school and you know, they were kids that we were going up against. But yeah, I had to be separated from my friend. That's messed up, man. Yeah, there was also my neighbor. Gas station? All right, you take your shit. You take your shit. You have a good time. We'll see Co never. We'll see. Oh, it's oh wait, it's Nikki. Wait, I'm blind. I've been reading Co this whole time. Wait, I'm silly. I'm stupid. That's fine. It's okay to be stupid. Um so yeah, my neighbor is actually really cracked with football. And to like I mean really good as in he's potentially going professional, like a professional football player. Uh and he moved in to the neighborhood when all of us neighbor kids were around. You played football, wasn't good, and stopped. Yeah, yeah. That's that. I did that with a lot of sports. I'm not gonna lie. I did that with a lot of sports. I played it, wasn't good, stopped. Never really gave it a fair try, but still didn't like it. So just I did that with so many sports in my youth. Okay, yeah, but let me brag about my neighbor, about my friend. I will always brag about my friends. Anyway, so like when he first moved in, we were I don't know, around 10 or so. We were still young, but also like decently good enough to where you know, we had our footing and I was already good at football at this point. So he moved in and I was able to like match him. I like cuz you know, he's been playing since he basically came out the womb with a soccer ball in hand. And so I was like equally as good as him. And so it kind of frustrated him because I wasn't like in a competitive league, but he was. And so he was always like, "What the hell, man?" And then as we got older, it started becoming a thing of like I could not keep up. And then I started getting into video games, and I really fell off. So by the time I was like 15, anytime we played soccer outside or anytime we played football outside, it would be him versus everybody else, and he would still easily dominate us without breaking a sweat, and it was not fair. Same thing with same thing with basketball, but that's just his hobby. He's really passionate about football. Anyway, what sports did I play? So technically, the sports that I play, well, everything that I tried in my youth, everything that I was signed up for was I did a little bit of flag football, as in American football. So, like American football, I did a little bit of that. Um, Normal football, so soccer. I did swimming. I did karate. I did um I did basketball for a while. Yeah, basketball. I did basketball for a while. Wait, your dad got you into basketball? How long did you stay? Because I stayed with basketball until we played our first game, and then I was like, I don't want to be here no more. I don't like being on the court. I don't like this. This is bad. I don't like this. I lasted until the first game. That was how it was for most things. I was that annoying brat kid. I like I said, I was in swimming. I remember we Oh, I also did track. I did track for a while because I was fast as balls as a kid. Not anymore. I will still intimidate the average person with speed, but I'm not I'm not fast anymore. I cannot just go on the track team and easily ace like I could back in the elementary days. So yeah, 1 week, that's exactly what I did. I was that kid where I tried a bunch of sports for about 1 week and then dropped it immediately. Nikki's very fast. I've seen you go upstairs and turn off the lights. Okay, well that's a different level of speed. All right, that's like we don't count that. There's a reason. All right, there's a reason that all track events take place in the broad daylight because that would be cheating. That would be not fair. Like, can you imagine? Like, Usain Bolt is the fastest man to be recorded, right? He is the fastest 100-meter dash. But do you really think that's his fastest? I say nay. I say nay. I say there's two alternatives. If you really want to increase your speed, there's turning off the lights and running up the stairs, or if you need to pee. If you need to pee, you will be running like the Dickens. The power to pee will. Uh, I think I'm pretty sure. I am convinced. If there's any conspiracy theories that I am convinced of, it is this, right? It is that all professional track, like in the Olympics, all track runners must pee before they go onto the track because otherwise they would get too much of a boost. Do you really think Usain Bolt that was his fastest time ever? No. His fastest time was when he was practicing and he needed to pee and like he thought to himself, one more lap and then I'll go, but he needed to pee. So he just had to get the lap done really fast. So that was his fastest time. Is there any recorded proof of that? No. That was in his own personal training, but that's what I'm convinced of. Exactly. Is as fast as Usain Bolt heading to the restroom. There's no competition. There's no competition. Give someone the need to pee and or poop and they will be flying like Usain Bolt. That they can just immediately go into Olympics and win. Oh, you're currently sitting on the toilet. Oh, I thought you were just fast. I thought you were just one of those fast poopers. My friend is a fast pooper. And I didn't think people were like that, but I have two friends that are fast poopers. Like genuinely 60 seconds and they're out of there. I don't understand. I sit on the toilet and it takes me 60 seconds to even get the you know what, that's TMI probably, but like you get what I mean? There's no way I can poop in 60 seconds. It was hilarious though. This friend of mine, he was like he needed to poop, and this was when we were at the amusement park today, and so he he walks into the stall. I'm over there at the urinal. He walks into the stall, and out loud, like so that everybody in the public restroom can hear him. He goes, "I'm sorry," and then and then sits on the toilet like he's apologizing in advance for just blowing it up. Finally sitting on the toilet after 3 days being constipated. Yeah, it is. And then watch it's like a normal size. I don't know why I'm getting into this. You know what? Maybe I don't need to be talking about this. What do I talk about now? How do I move on from a topic on poop? I've never actually witnessed that. Every time there's a conversation on poop or toilets, it like stays on there. Everybody's like, "Oh, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it." And then we end up talking about it for like 30 minutes. I don't understand. Like we as a society need to be more accepting of these conversations, because it's not like we're gonna move on from them. They're so interesting. They're like, it's a shared human experience. There's not many of those. There's not many of those, but pooping is one of those. A shared human experience. Everybody poops. 99.999% of people poop. There's a wipe. The problem is, where do I place my phone? Uh, hmm. That's a good question. I was gonna say pockets, but not a high chance. Not a high chance. Uh, what about just... Okay, wait. Is it a place where you got... Is it a place where you have like a thing, like a holder for the toilet paper, or is the toilet paper like exposed? If the toilet paper is not exposed and it has like a little container, then just place it on that. Or or you can do the risque thing that I've done before. You place your phone on your knee, and then you just go from there. Wait. I, oh, wait. I see how this works. Okay. Wait. It's fascinating. Okay, so the dot, the white dot on the screen controls where the hammer wants to go and how the guy moves his arms, but the white dot is not fixed on your mouse position. It's relative to the character in the pot. And so if you move drastically, like if I push myself off this wall, the white dot is going to be like slammed to the right side of the door or to the right side of the screen. Respectively, if I pull my mouse down or if I go across, it'll be launched more than you expect. No, wait, that's not what's happening. No, I'm a bozo. Wait, no, is that what's happening? Wait, I can just do this. Okay, no, it's not relative to the position. Sorry, I was nerding out for a second. I was nerding out. That's my bad. That's my apologies. Literally no toilet paper? You're smart for bringing your own. I would never, I don't ever think to do that. But I'm gonna have to start thinking of doing that because I've been in that case too many times. And by too many times, I mean once. And that's one too many. That's one too many. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. I don't... Got your phone in your mouth? How are you typing? How? Unless you're getting it out of your mouth, typing, and then putting it back in your mouth. Uh-huh, you're finished. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. You're sick. You're gonna be sick. I sound sick to me right now, but that just might be lack of sleep. Maybe I need to get to sleep. What time is it? 3:30? Okay. Hoo. 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 No. 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 Hoo. Nah. Hoo. Push. Push, fool, push. No. Okay. Well, what has it been? An hour and 20 minutes? I do need to get to sleep. This was supposed to be a quick stream, and I'm cutting it off. This is the end of the stream right now. Um, okay, well, I don't want to be sleeping at those times. I used to be fully nocturnal, but that was because I had a job. That was like graveyard shift. But now I don't have that job and I don't want that job. So I do kind of need to be up tomorrow. I'm going to a party tomorrow. Huh. I'll get enough sleep. I'll get enough sleep. Anyway. Yep. I guess I'm leaving that here. Goodbye. Oh, I'm yawning. Bye.